to pretend like, oh, nothing phases me. That's not real. But it's like, okay, well that hurt, or that was unfair, but I'm going to keep moving on this way is more realistic. To hear people say, well, nothing ever phases me anymore. And I never sin, and
Yeah.
I never get upset. And it's like, that's not real.
Right.
That's
right.
not real life.
No, that's not real life, but it's experiencing those things,
Mhm.
and yet they don't drag you down to where that's all you become consumed by it.
Right.
Instead, you see a higher way of life to go, you know what? That hurt. That was bad. I didn't enjoy
Right.
that, but there's this place
But
that I'm not willing to let go of.
right.
That's really the key. But I've experienced a place of peace and joy and love that I'm not willing to step down out of that for very long. Like what you did or what I experienced was not fun, but I'm not willing to step down out of this place
Right.
of living in freedom and peace.
Mm.
And so I'm gonna walk back away from this, and I'm gonna step back into this other place.
Yeah.
This place of living by the Spirit. That's the difference, right?
For sure. For sure. I love that. I think that we have to this is the hard part, because no one can fix that for us. We have to recognize.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? We have to recognize, wow, I'm really in the flesh right now. Wow, I'm really letting other people's brokenness and other people's attitude and other people's insecurities and other people's rejection. I'm taking ownership of that instead of just being like, whoa,
Yeah.
God, what do you say? And where are you at? And
Well, sure.
how would you have me respond?
Sure. And it isn't even just other people's issues.
Right.
It's also our own.
For sure.
You
For
know,
sure.
it's also our own humanity. It's also our own the temptations that come into our lives, and facing those temptations and saying, you know what, I'm not going to give in to this. I'm not going to do this because I'm not willing to let go of this life of peace and joy that I have walking with the Lord, you know?
Right.
Unbroken relationship, unbroken fellowship with Him is really what life in the Spirit looks like. It's this Garden of Eden moment of Him coming and visiting you and walking with Him and seeing life differently than the way the rest of the world sees it.
Right. But, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but we have to acknowledge the fact that we all still have and will forever have, until we are in heaven, a flesh side. So we have a nature in us where, we want to sit and gossip. We want to sit and justify why that made me mad and why I have the right to respond the way I do. We want to feed that flesh. But how do we keep from, how do we prevent that? Well, you have to starve it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And it's got to be a daily thing. And the minute that you just lean in and compromise, it's almost like you have to start it, because it's a wild animal. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and and that takes us back again to verse 6. So letting your sinful nature control your mind leads to death.
Right.
But letting the Spirit control your mind leads to life and peace. And this is Paul's point.
Right.
You know, that there is a life that Jesus has given to us, but we have to choose it.
Right.
We have to choose to live by the Spirit rather than to live by our old sinful nature, because we've been freed from it. That's what he said in chapter 7. He said, you've been freed from that old sinful nature. It's been, the power of it has been broken.
Right.
But your will hasn't been taken from you. So now it's your choice. Which one are you going to choose?